true learning has been hidden from us for thousands of years. Now through the Spirit of the Lord, which He had to die on the cross for us to get this knowledge. If you knew the significance of why He went on that cross, man, you'd never look at that the same again. He had to die for us to get this knowledge.
That's right.
From His Father.
And that's how the Lord is gathering His elect, by the word being out and preached out here. And then the ones like yourself, you know, you heard the word. So if you're part of the elect, the Lord, now with the word that you receive, now you'll be sealed.
Wisdom,
you know, so we're calling out with the word of the Lord, and the Lord is the one doing the sealing. Those people obviously weren't part of the elect because they were scoffing. So it's like the word went like this, you know, just kept bouncing off their ears. That's why they came up the way they did, and then they left. You know, but you're still here listening.
It's self-study, study to show that self-approved. You got to study the Bible, but you got to study other books. When I say other books, I mean like the documents, the records, history.
It becomes a way of life.
It becomes a way of life.
Hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers, in peace and blessing, salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing His word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds, in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. All right, and what I want to get into is respond to a video I seen on YouTube. All right, on this channel, Danny Hafon, if I'm saying it right, and Scott Ritter was on, and he's speaking of the current situation of those small hats. All right, those Israelis, okay, those 48ers, and the talking points that he's speaking on, okay, is all right, proof that those are not the real people. All right, that there's a false people in their land. Okay, that those are imposters. Okay, as the scriptures say. You know, matter of fact, let's start off there. You know, because the elites, we have to understand, they're small hats. All right, I know for sure. You know, the Rothschild, you know, which is like the top banking family, they're small hats. Okay, and they want to imitate us. Okay, and pretty much take back the birthright, the blessing of world rulership. Okay, so they portray themselves as us to the world, but the Spirit has us calling them out, man. Okay, now let's get this in Wisdom of Solomon too. Okay, because this is what's happening in real time. All right. This is Wisdom of Solomon 2:16. It says, now this is the wicked speaking. Okay, you read this whole chapter, okay, which is a good chapter, and it goes into, you know, pretty much how the elites, you know, will get to the point to where, hey, they want to come directly, you know, at the prophets. Okay, and this is their reasoning. All right, Wisdom of Solomon 2:16. It says, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits, man. Okay, and those people there in the land, they're counterfeits. All right, let's get that word counterfeit. Okay, let's get that. Okay, yeah. All right, counterfeit. Okay. Now you go into a noun. It says a fraudulent imitation of something else, a forgery. Okay, to imitate fraudulently. Okay, a copy, a replica, a look-alike, a substitute. Okay, a knockoff. You see, and this is what we're proclaiming to the world, that those people are counterfeits, man. They're not who they say they are. We who they say they are, man. That's us. Okay, the true chosen, the true sons of Jacob. All right. And you know, each Israelite from their respective tribe. Okay, so let's go. Wisdom of Solomon 2:16 said, "We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstained from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounces the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that the Most High is their Father." And this is what we're proclaiming boldly. Okay, and this is the stance that we have, all right, against these devils, man, these counterfeits, man. Okay, so when you read it, it says, "Let us see if his words be true," and this is what they at. Esau, he's to the point where he wants to F around and find out. Okay, if the Lord is with us or not. All right, the Lord's going to harden his heart to do so. "And let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies." Now, wait a minute. If this the case, why aren't the Most High, why isn't he directly intervening with the conflict with these small hats that they having with all those different nations over there? Why isn't the Most High directly intervening on their behalf? Why hasn't any chariots been dispatched if those are the people? But see, it's going to be shown when he make his move towards the prophets. There's going to be a standard lifted. Okay, immediately. Let's go here. All right. You know, it's a point that the Spirit just revealed. Why? All right, isn't okay, the Lord directly intervening and aiding, okay, these small hats? Why do they need, okay, U.S. aid? Okay, why do we have to wait on the Congress to vote, pass a bill, get some money, wait on military hardware? Why is these things going on? Okay, why is the Lord directly intervening if these are the people? Because you go to the precepts, Isaiah 59, all right, and 19, it says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him." Okay, so these people are going to see a standard lifted up when he moves on the real people, on the true followers of Yahushua. Now there's 2/3, Jacob trouble. The Lord's going to give them over to Esau, Edom. But when he really, starts to stretch his hand toward the believers, beginning with the prophets, all right, the Lord is going to showcase who he's with, as it says in 2nd Ezra. Just get straight to it. 2nd Ezra 16. All right, this is 2nd Ezra 16:70. It said, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen," as Esau, Edom. Okay, whether he's directly, through his different, militias, okay, or through orders, but the orders to, all right, get at the prophets, get at the believers, is going to come from Esau, Edom. Okay, and he's going to be like a madman, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as a gold in the fire. So the Lord is going to showcase who he's with, okay, by him intervening, okay, in these situations we're going to find ourselves in, as he did before, as he did in ancient Egypt. Okay, he did it with Hezekiah. All right, He will constantly show himself. Daniel, lion's den, all right? The 3 Hebrew boys, Mishael, Hananiah, and Azariah. Okay, and much more during the book of Judah. The Lord always show that he's with Israel, man. Okay? In particular instances, man. You know, when there will be a remnant of the faithful, you know, because that's the common denominator. Because when we tripping, you know, the Lord gave us over to our enemies, man. But as we repented, the Lord is getting ready to fight for us, man. Okay? The Lord has always been faithful, okay, to his faithful. You see, matter of fact, let's get this real quick. This is Sirach 2:10. It said, look at the generation of old and see that did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded. So the Lord always came through for his believers, man. You know, he always came through, man. You see, it's going to be no different in this time, as we know the devil is plotting. It says, and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear, and was forsaken, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? And see, this is why we have the name. This is why we understand what's pleasing to our power, because it's going to be pleasing to Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai to deliver us, man. All right, this is Sirach 4:28. It says, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. And we're striving for truth, man. We the Israelites, man, those are Edomites. Okay? There's only one true power, and his only begotten son. That one true power is Yahweh. Okay? And his only begotten son is Yahweh Shai. You know? And that's who's coming back. All right, Yahweh Shai, he's coming in the glory of his Father to conquer the earth in righteousness, man. And we're going to stand on that truth, man. And allow the Lord, hey, and our hope is in the Lord fighting for us, man. You know, which we know he's going to fight for his believers, man. Okay, and my question is, why, all right, hasn't the Lord intervened in this situation, man? You know, look at this nigga on the right, old BB. Okay, stressed out. So I'm gonna let this play. All right, then we get a couple more precepts, man. You know.
Israel is in a very difficult situation right now, and the Israelis know it. There's panic in Israel as we speak. In order for Israel, the nation, to exist, it needs to be literally a land of plenty, a land of comfort, a land of economic success. And to have that, Israel has to live in peace and harmony with its neighbors, and to be, horizontally and vertically integrated with its neighbors from an economic standpoint.
So how is this the fulfillment of prophecy of the real people being put in their land to where they will have to compromise with heathens? Okay? When Yahweh Shai returns, there will be no compromise. Alright? And it's going to be in righteousness. Alright? Revelation 2:25 said, but that which you have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh, and then holding fast to what their faith, fighting for the truth, as we just read, man. Even in death, because even in death, Yahweh Shai, he's going to overturn that death and raise up, all right, all his believers. Every Israelite that died in Yahweh Shai will be resurrected and on their chariot, man. You know, they'll be there first. Okay? And it says, in keeping my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nation, or authority. Okay? It says in NLT, to them I will give authority over all the nations. So what is this compromising? Okay? Yahweh Shai coming back to give his people authority over the nations, man. Ain't gonna be no back and forth, man. Okay, when Yahushua destroy the militaries of the earth, it'll never be a back and forth between, all right, us and these heathens, man. All right, it's gonna be authoritative and righteousness, man. Okay. And he says, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers. They're gonna be broken, literally, man, and mentally they're gonna be broken. Okay, they're gonna be broken into submission. All right, it says, even as I received of my Father. So this narrative of compromising, that's not scriptural, man. Okay, let's let it play some more.
Economic standpoint. This was on October 6th. You know, everybody was talking about normalization of relations. Israel was negotiating normalization of relations with Saudi Arabia. Joe Biden had just gone to the G20 summit in India, where he bragged about what he called the India-Middle East Economic Corridor, which would connect India with Dubai and Dubai with Saudi Arabia by rail through Jordan, into Israel through Haifa, into Greece, so that India and Europe are now connected by this corridor. And this is such a big deal that Benjamin Netanyahu himself briefed this during the General Assembly debate in September. Instead of putting up his cartoon figure of the Iranian bomb, he put up a map that showed, you know, Israel's role in this. And this is what Israel needed to survive as a nation state: peace and prosperity. Israel will never again enjoy peace, ever. They're not going to defeat Hamas. Gaza is...
And that's scriptural. And the Israel he's speaking of, these small head, these counterfeit, these imposters. Okay? The false Israel will never, alright, have peace. Alright, and what we're seeing, you know, they had their moment, they had their blessing, okay, through the sword, but what we're seeing is the Lord is disassembling this man's kingdom. Okay, and it'll be no more peace for these devils from here on out. Not only these small hats, Amalek, but all these Edomites, man. Okay, but the Lord is breaking down the head. Okay, and this is scriptural. So let's get this, you know, because the Lord was happening, we're being put in order in front of his eyes. Okay, while this devil is being rebuked, you know, we're verbally rebuking this devil through this word, and then the Lord is putting action to these words and causing these things to come to pass, man. So let's get that in Psalms 50. Okay, Psalms 50 and 20 says, thou sittest and speak against thy brother, thou slanderest thy own mother's son. So while he's been claiming to be us, he's just been on the slander campaign of the tribes, you know, and then he played a major part in the behavior of our people through these enchantments, man. And scripture, God woe to him that giveth his neighbor strong drink and laugh and look on his nakedness, man. And then he turns his cameras on, okay, and show the world, look at these niggas. This is who they are. Okay? It's an over-representation of the worst of our people. And that's what he makes the face of our people, man. Okay? While he pretends that he's us. You know, and that he's some type of holy, sacred, you know, righteous people, man. Alright, but this is what the Lord doing. These things has thou done, and I kept silent. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. You know, so Esau been doing this thing and winning. So he's like, the Most High is with me, which the Lord, okay, has allowed this devil, you know, to rule with the sword. That was a blessing given to him by Isaac. We serve a just power. Okay? But as he's been ruling with the sword, he's been taking everything too far. Okay, and it's to the point where the Lord's getting ready to intervene, and he's intervening via the prophets, via this word. Okay, because the Lord, he speaks things, then he does, to show that he is. All right, and it says, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. So we're being set in order, and this devil is being reproved. Okay, and let's get that point about no peace to the wicked. This is Isaiah. All right. All right. Let's start at 15, Isaiah 57 and 15. He said, for thus said the high and lofty one that inhabited eternity, whose name is holy, I dwell in the high and holy place. And speaking of the Most High. Okay? And he's the only one that can be lofty. You know? That's entitled to be lofty. Only him. Alright? And he still moves in humility, like you see how the Lord, judges with fairness in the earth. It says, with him also that is of a contrite and humble spirit, which is the elect, to revive the spirit of the humble and to revive the heart of the contrite ones. And that's what's happening, man. As we heard this word, man, and we felt, ashamed, okay, of how we was living, man, when we heard how we supposed to be living according to this word and repented, humbled down, submitted to this word. That's whom the Lord is dealing with, man. Because it begins with repentance, through humility, man. And then the Lord starts to deal. Speaking of the hopeful elect of Israel. Okay, and we're being revived. Okay, while the Lord is breaking this nigga down. It said, for I will not contend forever. So it was a time where the Lord was strongly against us because of our disobedience. This is why we found ourselves at the mercy of the wicked. Okay, because we fell out of favor with the Most High because of our disobedience. Okay, but the Lord said he's not going to contend with us forever. For I will not contend forever, neither will I be always wroth. For the spirit should fail before me, and the souls which I have not made. Like, who can stand? Like, everything will be destroyed if the Lord just contended, okay, with us forever, man. All the spirit, Israel be out of here, man. Okay, said, for the iniquity of his covetousness was I wroth, and smote him. I hid me, okay, which means he withdrew himself, and was wroth, and he went on forwardly in the way of his heart, still doing what we want to do. Okay, so let's read verse 17 and 18 in the NLT. Isaiah 57 and 17 said, I was angry, so I punished these greedy people. I withdrew from them, but they kept going on their stubborn way. I have seen what they do, but I will heal them anyway. Okay, and that's the mercy of the Lord. Okay, we kept going in that way until we ended up on them boats. Okay, and for the northern kingdom, them boats showed up over there, and down conquistadors. So we kept, kicking against the pricks, rebelling, okay, through our conduct, and eventually, the Lord wrath was kindled, and he sent the wicked, Esau, Edom. Okay, and it said, but I will heal them anyway. I will lead them. I will comfort those who mourn, and we're being comforted now. Verse 19, I create the fruit of the lips. Peace, peace to him that is far off. And this is what this gospel is breathing, peace for our spirits, man. Of course, we're vexed. We're still in this world. There's a bitterness to it, man. But we have that peace that balances everything out, man. Okay, and as we see these things happen more and more, because as we're being, this word is going out, and our people are being taught, and they begin to believe more and more and see these things happening, it creates peace. As we apply this wisdom in our day-to-day, it's creating peace, man. Okay? And it's going afar off. As we speak into these devices, this word is going far off, man, via the web. Okay? It says, and to him that is near, said the Lord, and I will heal him. They're going through their healing process. But this the point. But the wicked are like the troubled sea when it cannot rest, whose waters cast up mire and dirt. And this man is always in some type of war, some type of conflict. It's a crisis. There's always something with this man. This man has a very chaotic rulership, man. And what's happening, the Lord, all right, is adding more chaos, okay, to this man's situation as he's trying to, create his own birthright. Verse 21 says, there is no peace, save my power to the wicked, man. All right. So what Scott really just said is absolutely true.
And this is what Israel needed to figure of the Iranian bomb. He put up a map that showed, Israel's role in this, and this is what Israel needed to survive as a nation state: peace and prosperity. Israel will never again enjoy peace, ever. They're not going to defeat Hamas. Gaza is a permanent wound. It's not going to be resolved in Israel's favor. Israel is talking about expanding the conflict into southern Lebanon against Hezbollah. Israel cannot win that conflict. I think one of the reasons why Israel hasn't yet launched that invasion is because they were reminded of that fact by Hezbollah, who...
So these are the chosen people in the land, but there's militaries that they can't defeat. All right, the fact that there are even weapons. Okay, these heathens have weapons. All right, that goes against prophecy alone. But then, you're the chosen people. You fulfill prophecy of going back to the land, but there's militaries that you can't defeat. It's right there on your borders. Okay, and this show. We usually break down the analytics of, the actual conflict. But I just want to deal with how this shows that those are not the people, man. This is Isaiah, all right, chapter 2, verse 3, and it says, and many nations, it says that many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountains. All right, go up to the mountain of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths. So why aren't all these nations? Well, first of all, why isn't the Bible, the standard? Here it is. These are the people of the Bible. They're in the land, with sovereignty. So why isn't the Bible, the standard of the earth? Why is the Bible the standard, all right, that the earth is going by? Showing you what? That they are not the people. When the real people get in that land, the standard is going to be the law, statutes, and commandments of the scriptures. It says, and we will walk in his paths, for out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem, and he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall bear their swords, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war any more. So the fact that there's war all over the place, all right, and you small hats, the so-called chosen, are in the middle of it, lets you know that, hey, this is not, they not meeting all the check boxes, man. There's a lot of boxes that's unchecked for them to be the people. The fact that there's war itself shows that that this doesn't line up with prophecy. And then you got nations that can whoop your ass, man. And you, the chosen people, But you terrified of some goddamn Hezbollah, man? Okay?
Successfully took out several Iron Dome sites in the vicinity, letting the Israelis know that they can take out all of the Iron Dome sites, and Israel will have no ability to protect itself from.
Why you need the Iron Dome if you're the chosen people? Okay? And these nations are showing you that that Iron Dome trash. Alright? And I do mean trash. Okay?
Tens of thousands of rockets that'll land on Israel, fired from Hezbollah on a daily basis. And if you hit Israel with enough rockets over enough period of time, Israel doesn't exist. And the other thing is that Hezbollah isn't going to fight a fight that allows Israel to put 50,000 troops in the southern Lebanon to push Hezbollah back to the Litani River. Hezbollah has gone underground just like Hamas did in Gaza. And while Israel's digging and fighting Hezbollah there, Hezbollah will appear in the rear of Israel and take Galilee, take the northern. Hezbollah ensure that the next fight between Israel and Hezbollah isn't going to be fought amongst southern Lebanese villages, but amongst the villages and towns of northern Israel. And Hezbollah will win this fight. Israel now knows this. The Houthi have shown that Israel's sea lines of communications are vulnerable and have been successfully interdicted. And Israel has suffered billions of dollars of economic loss as a result. And then this continued attacks from Gaza, from Yemen, from Hezbollah, from Iraq now. The pro-Iranian Shia militias are now firing drones and cruise missiles that are striking Haifa, the city of Haifa. The bottom line is Israel will never know peace as long as it continues this current stance. The India-Middle East Economic Corridor is finished. It is not going to be revived. The concept of normalization of relations between Israel and
So let's go here, man. All right. And there's no way. The only way that you agree with those being the people is just you gotta say you don't believe in the Bible. Okay? If you talking about you stand with the small hats and pray for the small hats, and you're justifying their madness. Okay, just say you don't believe in the Bible. You just believe them. Okay? It's Deuteronomy 33 and 26. It said, there is none like unto the power of Jeshurun, okay, which is another name for Israel, Yashawan, okay, a right one. It says, who rideth upon the heaven in thy help, okay, which are the chariots, and in his excellency on the sky. The eternal power is thy refuge. Okay? What the hell is an Iron Dome? Okay, if you're the chosen people. Okay, do you know part of the promise is that he will be, a power to those people, and we will be, his people, and he will be a power unto us, man, for us, man. Okay, and it says, and underneath are the everlasting arms, and he shall thrust out, the enemy from before thee, and shall say, destroy them. When is this going to happen? Okay? Here it is, you in an all-out war. Okay, all-out conflict, and all these skirmishes that you're in, but there's no aid from on high. Nothing. Okay? It says, verse 28, Israel then shall dwell in safety alone. The fountain of Jacob shall be upon the land of corn and wine. Also his heaven shall drop down dew. Now, this doesn't sound like safety alone. He just named about 7, different resistance groups that's firing, missiles, and that's in full out conflict with these people. So When are they going to dwell in safety alone? Okay? That's not happening, man. You see? And that's going to be for us. We're going to fulfill that, man. All right? And it says, the fountain of Jacob shall be upon the land of corn and wine, going back to the blessing, okay, of the abundance of resources. All right? We're not going to have to negotiate, trade deals with nations. All right? Go sit down with meetings to nah, man. Everything is going to flow to Jerusalem. All right? And we're going to redistribute it accordingly, man. Okay? In righteousness. And it says, happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency, and thy enemy shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places, man. All right, and the Lord's going to show that He's our shield. Okay, He's our defense and offense. Okay, sword, going to the offense, that shield of defense. But the Lord is going to show you. How about Shema Shai is going to show that through His true people, man. Okay, not these clown imposters, man. And they are the enemies that's going to be found liars, all right, unto everybody, man. Okay? And it says, and thou shalt tread upon their high places, man. And this is happening now. Okay? We wrestle not in flesh, blood, but with spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay? And these devils, these elites, okay, are nothing but warlocks of Satan, man. But this word, all right, is bringing their end. Okay, we're treading spiritually. We're treading on their high places, man, and it's gonna manifest in the physical. Okay, so that's the point. Lord will you, brothers. All right, and you sisters edified. Just wanted to bring it out. Till next time, I say shalom.